Good evening and welcome to Paul T's World. In this video, I want to encourage you to photograph your garden, video your garden, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to get some lovely results. First of all, let's go outside in the evening. Look at that. Evening light, absolutely gorgeous. Sunset is at, let me get my phone out and just check. Sunset is at 9:38 and right now it's at 8:48. The light is gorgeous in the evening. Generally speaking, it's nice and quiet. Even the birds are quiet this evening. Sometimes we have some of the robins and the blackbirds singing in the trees. There's a little rustle in the leaves of the trees. There's just a little bit of a breeze. We've had a high over England, that's high pressure for the last few weeks, which has meant beautiful blue skies and calm weather. And this is the time where it's really nice to get out in the evening and enjoy the garden and take some photographs. And that's exactly what we're going to do this evening. All you have to do is have a little look round and just see what looks good in the light. Look at the light just catching these foxglove, and in fact I just saw a bee, a bumblebee, catching the last rays, two bumblebees, and the last pollen of the evening. Magical time. These foxgloves self-seeded here in the tropical bed. They decided they were going to be tropical this year. June is the time in Britain for foxgloves. And let's just have a little look round the garden and then take some photographs. Everything looks magnificent in this light. There's the plomis, flowering beautifully, swaying in the wind. The agastache and the little bonnets of the aquilegia. And there's a bee there enjoying the aquilegia. Let's just move over to the shed bed. The light comes from over the top of the shed at this time of the year. So the light isn't catching the shed bed at all. So it's in nice, soft light. And of course, we've got some foxgloves and another bumblebee. I love it when these foxgloves self-seed wherever they want. And in the evening, the bumblebees are here, having a last feed of the day. The phloxes are out, and the salvia, and of course another foxglove. I generally leave them where they self-seed, but if they're not in an appropriate place, I will move them. They don't mind being moved. Some more agastache just coming into flower. And the Mexican fleabane in my sandstone wall. Another foxglove just through there with its accompanying bumblebee. Trees look gorgeous in the evening light. This is the silver birch, And here we have elderflower, wild elderflower. Grows all over Britain. And of course you can make elderflower wine. The apple tree, Bramley apples. This will be covered in large apples in another few months. So let's get the cameras out and see what we can do. I'm only going to take some photographs and video with my phone. Everyone has got a smartphone. Nearly everyone has got a smartphone, and they take magnificent videos and pictures. So I'll get mine out and let's do some photography. Here we are, here's my iPhone. It's actually an iPhone, what is it? It's a 12 Pro, which all that means is it's got 3 lenses. It's got a very wide angle lens, a medium wide, and a telephoto lens. But any iPhone, any Android phone would be absolutely perfect for taking pictures. Oh, so here we've got the Flommis. And we've also got a plane flying overhead. Oh, it's a little turboprop plane. So we've got some soft light on the Flommis. Here's the Flommis. That has flowered beautifully this year after 2 or 3 years of getting ready to flower. So let's take a picture. Get close in. In fact, let's get very close in. I love the way these particular flowers splay out and shape there. Let's take that picture. There we are. Our first picture. Perhaps if we move out now and take a general picture. Let's move round with the light and let's see what the light does as we move round. Now we do have here, it's backlit here, isn't it? Now I do have a telephoto lens, so I'm going to use that. There we are, backlit, isn't that gorgeous? And we've got some leaves in the background also that have some light on them. The flowers have passed on the Weigela, so let's have a look at the pond, because round the pond we're still getting some light. Again, this Weigela, this is the ruby red, isn't it? It's got a little bit of light on it. Let's see what that looks like. Anything with just a little bit of evening light. As I say, the flowers are not at their best, but the light is. There we are. Or we could take a video. If we touch video, I could start recording and then slowly, very gently, when you're videoing, go very gently up in the shrub there, like that. And what's nice is we have the light-coloured leaves of the Japanese willow in the background. And we've also got a Philadelphus here. And there are some lovely greater spearwort here. Let's get down low. Don't get your shadow in your pictures. See how I've got my shadow there, so you'll have to move so your shadow isn't in your pictures. There we are. I'll start low. I'll shoot a video and then I'll slowly raise up. There we are. We're also getting the house in the picture. That's rather pretty. And now let's see if we can do a You see how there's a lovely shape here? It's a lovely shape where we're looking through the vegetation around the pond, and it's like framing. And if you can frame your pictures like that, it always looks better. So let's take that video. You don't have to move. You could keep it still or just gently move round like that. There we are. What else can we see? Well, we've got that foxglove that we looked at a few minutes ago. It's in the light. So let's have a look at putting the foxglove in the picture with the pond in the background. So rather maybe than putting it central, perhaps put it to one side on the thirds. Third, 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 third. So if you put objects that are important in the picture on the thirds, then it forms a pleasing composition. I'll take a picture of that. Let's just arrange the picture, perhaps down a little bit, because we've got the reeds in the background, which are also lit. So how about something like that? There we are. When you take your picture, just touch the button very gently, like this. Don't stab it like this, because you'll shake the camera, and we want the pictures nice and still, nice and sharp. So let's move round this part of the pond and see what it's looking like. We've got the irises. Let's get down low. Getting down low is often good. Got a little bit of light on there, and just remember that the pictures will look even better when you have taken them and they're on your TV screen or your computer screen. There's a little bit of reflection in the water, so let's try that one. Just touching it gently. In fact, I'll move over to video. I'll come down low, touch the video, and then just bring it up ever so slowly to reveal the light on those reeds. There we are. And then stop, and then gently touch it to stop the video. Beautiful. Now let's see what else we've got. There's some light on the patio here. So let's just see what the patio looks like. We want a point of interest, really, don't we? Get close to something if you can. Now here we've got the Acer, that's got some nice light on it. We've got the Rambling Rector. It's white, so it'll show up nicely even though there's no actual light on it. So let's just see what a combination of that looks like. Maybe there, like that, where we've got the flowers of the Rambling Rector and the lit Acer leaves. Oh, the sparrows are chirping in the background. So let's just take that picture. Get the composition, don't get the flowers half in the picture. Check all the areas around the pictures how you want it, maybe something like that. And then just gently touch the shutter. I'll just check and see whether there's anything in the front garden that might look nice. I always like the bottom end of the front garden because it does get the late light. So as we can see here, we've got the Amelanchier, the Juneberry tree, reaching up to those last rays. The maple, and its trunk and branches get those last rays of the sunshine as well. There we are. Some of the rhododendron flowers, the spent flowers, also are lit. Let's see about getting a picture of this. So I hope that little look round my front and back garden in the lovely soft light of the evening will encourage you to take some pictures out in your garden. It's so nice to have memories of what the gardens look like in various seasons, and the summer season, June, when the days are so long. In the northern hemisphere, of course, we have our friends in the southern hemisphere who are experiencing winter right now. However, there'll be some lovely winter light as well that we can look forward to when November, December and January comes round. But at the moment, it's just gorgeous here. It was 22 degrees centigrade today. Absolutely lovely. So let me know how you get on when you go out and take some evening pictures with the gorgeous late light in your garden. And I'll see you next time in Paul T's World. Bye.